Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I'm Andy Signor, and welcome to my nerdy red Tampa spaceship. That's right. Those of you who are watching Joe Rogan and his new set, you get the joke. I thought I'd add some red because that's apparently in now. Maybe we'll get used to it. Maybe we won't. Anyway, here's the latest story about Joe Rogan. When I first saw this, I thought, man, this is getting bad. But now I'm just worried, what is this news source that it keeps quoting these stories? Is this actually a legit news source? Should we actually be paying closer attention? Let's check it all out. So this the site that originally this appeared on is no longer on. Like, it's literally shut down. When you go click it, the page doesn't work. This digital music news, it's here. Spotify employees threaten to strike if Joe Rogan podcasts aren't edited or removed. It had 250 comments. Clearly, this is like clickbait for them. They are doing well. They've been doing a few of these stories. And look, this may be true. This very well may be true, but I wanted to make sure we're stepping back and not just going to this site to keep giving it clicks because we're Joe Rogan fans trying to figure out if this is true or not. It's a great story to keep leaning into, which they are doing several times. But anyway, when you click on it, you don't get it. So I can't sadly tell you too much about the actual article, but what I can tell you about is this site, SB Nation, MMA Mania, has reported from that site. So they have some insight from this article. So again, before I get to this, I want to just make sure I'm being transparent with you guys. Take this with a grain of salt. I don't know if this is actually true now. I haven't heard of either of these sources. If you guys have, leave some comments down below. If you vouch for them, let me know, but I don't. So take this as you will. However, they've been reporting a few stories, but now it's leading to this thought that the Spotify employees who are upset that Joe Rogan's there and that they won't censor his content, they are threatening to do a walkout. They're going to strike. You know, why I say strike and then just fire them all? Because what the heck are we doing? Really? Really? Oh, my God. What's the world coming to? Here we go. When what's being called a $100 million headache, UFC color commentator, podcasting deity Joe Rogan signed an exclusive multi-year deal. We know that, saying for maybe $100 million, despite several internal meetings, which we reported on here. You can actually go back and, I'll put it right here, the past Joe Rogan story if you want to get updated. But they've had several internal meetings talking about this where apparently Spotify, alleged to these articles, was standing up for Joe and saying, look, just because you guys have some problems with some of the content doesn't mean we're going to do what you guys say. We're here to listen, but you guys have to respect when we listen and don't change it. You know, we've made a decision, but we listened. It's sort of this new idea that, no, you have to listen to your employees if they're complaining. You must do exactly what they're saying or else you're bad. Anyway, freedom of speech is a thing, and granted, there are penalties if you say the wrong thing. You can lose a job for things you say. The employer has that right. However, having conversations and thoughts on a podcast forum, you got to protect that. So anyway, they've had these internal meetings where staffers were upset and dissatisfied with the way senior management responded to Rogan's controversial material, which prior to finding its way to Spotify, aired exclusively on YouTube. Digital music news, again, I don't know this outlet, so let's be careful of giving them more clicks and attention because I wonder, are they actually getting real sources, or is this just sort of keeping their site alive? But according to Digital Music News, Spotify employees were demanding direct editorial oversight over the recently acquired Joe Rogan Experience podcast. That would include the ability to directly edit or remove sections of upcoming interviews or block the uploading of episodes deemed problematic. The employees also demanded the ability to add trigger warnings, corrections, and references to fact-checked articles on topics discussed by Rogan in the course of his multi-hour discussions. Like, look, I'm going to call BS on this. If this is true, I mean, this is ludicrous that employees of Spotify feel like they have the right to come in and say, no, Spotify, we don't encourage this kind of content. We don't agree with this statement. This guest is problematic. We're going to cut this, and this. Who gets to make that call? A random employee at Spotify should have the right to edit Joe Rogan's show? I mean, what planet are these people on? That's why I feel like this is just like trying to butter us up. This to me, I worry. Again, that's why I want to be transparent with you guys. Maybe you guys know Digital News Network, but what the hell is this? What is this site? This is Digital Music News. I mean, the fact that they're getting so many clicks that they couldn't even maintain this traffic is not a good sign. But like, what is this site? This site's a nothing site. It is a nothing site. It's 1,000 articles. I'm sorry. And look, it's all the stuff that does well are Joe Rogan pieces that they clearly want to keep doubling down on. So yeah, I'm slightly. Let's see, how many Joe Rogan stories do you think they have here? Let's look. A lot. Yep. Oh, a lot. A lot. Oh, not 6 pages worth. They've been riding this train for a while. So I think they're starting to figure out, well, man, these are working. We're getting clicks on these. How do we start creating some controversy? And when they noticed that the ones were being censored, they've been dumping on this. So again, I can't confirm that this is real. But this one seems to be, but yeah, so this is the other article they posted by Paul Resnikoff, who I couldn't find online as well. But this idea that they want to edit them before they're published, they don't publish them after they're live. They do these shows live a lot of times. That's how it works. And sure, sometimes they're taped and probably posted later, but a lot of times they're not. They actually are live and happening. So what are you talking about, Paul? I need a little bit more information. He's the founder of and a French horn player. Oh, there he is on Twitter. Is this guy legit? Oh, okay. That's a lot of followers, and he's got a this Digital Muse network. Let's see if it's only 3 likes, 1 like. Yeah, no, they bought their followers. 1 like. Look at that. No likes. Come on. You don't have 83,000 followers and have no likes, guys. Sorry. Going to call this out. 3 likes? 2 likes? No likes, no likes, no likes. Sorry. Calling you guys out. I need to see something more legit here because this seems a little sketchy. All right, but anyway, according to them, they demand that they be if they don't meet these demands. Some of the group demands have already been met by Spotify management, though a refusal to allow further changes is stirring talk of a high-profile walkout or strike. According to preliminary plans shared with Digital Music News, the strike would principally involve New York-based Spotify employees and would be accompanied by protests outside Spotify's Manhattan headquarters. Other aspects would involve media appearances and coordination with other activist organizations. Now, look, maybe this is happening. Maybe it is, and if it is, we should be doing something about it because this isn't cool. This shouldn't be happening. However, this is such an easy thing to fake. Such an easy thing to fake. Yeah, we're speaking with some of your employees, Spotify. You better check with them because they're anonymous and we can't reveal their sources because they're worried about being putting in danger of losing their jobs. It's such an easy thing to do, and this is obviously something that's triggering us because we want Joe Rogan to keep doing what he does. And so this one, to me, you know what I'm saying? My red flags, my red spaceship flags are going up. What do you guys think of this? Am I overthinking this? You think? Am I crazy? Am I missing something? Do you think this is actually a real story? To me, this whole idea that any employee there that's not high level up would attempt to go to their boss and say, we demand you edit these shows is insane to me. Insane. And if Spotify really has an environment where they're allowing that to happen, where their employees can sort of demand that they edit their hosts, I mean, that's a problem. It's a major problem. So again, this feels like it's sort of stirring up controversy just to make controversy. However, if this is real, Spotify, you got to cut those employees out. I'm sorry. That is not how you work for a company. If you have a company that's actually hearing you out and listening and allowing you to come in and air your grievances and problems of look, I don't like this content we're making, that's a pretty open-minded company that's at least giving you that. Now, it's up to the company whether they want to decide to release that, to continue that content. So if you don't like it, then you need to leave your job. That's how it works. There's nothing Joe Rogan's doing that warrants him being censored and removed from the air, which is what these employees would be doing. So this is crazy to me that this is actually a real story. So again, let's wait for more information on what's happening here. I wish Joe and Spotify would just come forward with a statement that say, no, look, we're on this and we're going to not do things. But to me, the fact that they haven't made statements, the fact that Spotify and Joe are sort of avoiding this topic, to me, makes me think there is something going on. Now, it may not be this. It may not be strikes and employees trying to edit a show. Something's going on. And episodes were censored. And there's clearly problems going on. And Joe did recently sort of jump to conclusions in saying something and then did a very quick apology publicly elsewhere to sort of save face. But I applaud him for that. I think that was the right move. I think he does want to take accountability. I think he is realizing, if you've listened to especially his first show in the Red Spaceship, he talked about, right, just being nervous and just he doesn't understand why so many people are listening to him and sort of following his every word. but he's realizing he's got an audience and a platform that is taken seriously now. And so I think he wants to be accountable, but at the same time, he doesn't want to be censored. He wants to have guests on who are going to share their point of view. It's you at the audience who then have to make the opportunity, the decision to live by or follow what he shares. So there's something happening. There's clearly something happening. I wish Joe and Spotify would nip it in the bud, because that would sort of be clearer on what's happening. But until then, we're gonna have to speculate, and we get sources like this that are hard to confirm as real. So again, take it with a grain of salt. That's what I got for you here. Thank you so much for watching. If you've been watching my videos and you're just finding me out, please help me out. Subscribe. You can hit the button. It should be about right here. I hope you see it. There it goes. Yeah, click about right here to subscribe to the channel, or watch some of these other videos and support here, Popcorn Planet. I appreciate you guys. Have an awesome day. We'll be back with more content very soon.